Welcome back, Valorant fans. That was an interesting last game on Icebox, but now we're on the Ascent map. This is Obvious's pick, and Obvious was the one who won the last map. So we'll see how this plays out for none other than, as they're going to have to adapt to a new map, but also they have no other choice than to win this unless they want to get knocked out. And so far, we see the lock in from Beans with the Omen. Very good pick on Ascent here as he's able to smoke off from anywhere on the map, doesn't need to entirely rotate, and is very good at slowing people down with his flashes. And then we also have Maru here picking Raid. Now, that's a very interesting pick, especially if he can know his Blast Pack lineups. Ascent has some of the craziest Blast Pack lineups of any map ever seen. And then they're also going for the Cypher. Very defensive play so far. And then Buddha's going to lock in the Reyna again. None other than still unsure who they're going to be picking. And then the final pick for Obvious is the Sova. Very information-based team.
Yeah. We see the Cypher come out from Rushi again. Which Ascent is definitely a map where you can get Sentinel. Cypher, Killjoy, Sage, all of them work great on this map. As you said before, Raze is an interesting pick on this map, especially when she knows her satchels and lineups. And Sova's also really good on this map, as we see they come out from both teams because of the openness of this map and the just potential to get all that info with these recon arrows.
Yeah, and the crazy lineups that you can have. Not to mention, the shock darts are very good at clearing hell or clearing backside on B. And so he's very good at able to clear everything out, have you know where everybody is, and allows you to push in confidently.
For sure.
Seems like we have none other than setting up their defenses here. They're leaving Killjoy alone on A site for the most part, which is what you tend to see on these kinds of maps. The Sentinel setting up alone, whilst 3 stacking on B, and Omen's going to be watching mid here for any rotates or potential cat pushes.
Seeing Noon on the Reyna instead of Sage.
And we see the swap out with the smokes. Reyna's throwing out their eyeball, getting shot out immediately, not really getting much from it. Buddha going to throw out their eyeball, and it just caused their whole team to push back. Reyna's alone on site. Nuna getting caught out all alone.
Oh no. And he doesn't get him.
Maru actually getting picked off by Daduki. They're actually going to be able to do this now. It's now a 4v4. However, the health on none other than, they're all super low. They're just going to get one tap, and they got shot through the wall by Frog, doing what Sovas like to do best, and that's wall banging. And now, the entirety of none other than is basically one shot. All they need to do is just hit them once. Obvious doing that. Dookie coming in, hoping to get a surprise attack. He's getting revealed, and they're just going to get... He gets the headshot! He gets clutching it! Obvious
5 HP.
missing all of their shots. And none other than able to clutch it out with the Dookie on fire with 5 HP. Obvious misplaying that hard.
Dookie is definitely an extraordinary player. We saw him in the last map on Jet. This time he's on KJ for some reason, but first round he already proved us that he's still good on KJ. Like, that was incredible. 5 HP and gets 2 classic right clicks to secure the round for them, which was not looking in their favor at all because they were all so low. But the Dookie, man, just
Dookie was one shot, but was able to pull it through with a one shot of his own at point blank. And now we're going to see Obvious instead going over to the A site. They're still having that presence mid, making sure nobody else is there, and they're trying to get that flank off on Catwalk. Cypher not quite sure where to go. He is the one with the spike, so they do need to watch out where he is. Sova going alone against the Omen, and BBQ able to pick up that kill, and then blinding mid, causing an even further stall. They're doing phenomenal. Ooh, Killjoy might have gotten spotted there by the camera, so they need to watch out for their flank here. The camera, very good placement by Cypher, but then Bechamel picks off Buddha. And yeah, they're just going to go for the rotate. They do not want to try to take this site, especially not in the 3v5. That Dookie, barely seeing them getting just a little bit of damage off. Beautiful Sova arrow revealing exactly where they are. Daduki does get hit by the Tracer, but that doesn't matter. Obvious, they're not quite sure what to do. Maru with the late reactions, but still gets the pick off on Bechamel. It's now a 3v4, not looking too bad on Obvious's side. Nobody's up in heaven. They haven't realized this yet, and they don't want to push out of the smoke because they know of the SMG presence. Reyna did just push out. They saw the eyeball. They only have 20 seconds left. They're going to have to commit to something here. There's no point in saving when you're on save. So let's see. They're just running up Cat. They don't want to have to deal with that heaven presence. They're now just quickly clearing corners. Oh, Omen barely didn't see him. Reyna getting the kill off on Maru, and then just cleaned up the rest of the team before they could even do anything to finish her off.
Yep. Really not a good idea to challenge that Spectre with Classics, especially as soon as the door's closing. You can't even... Maru's barely able to get the jump peek off. They destroyed the door, but Nuna just had the gun advantage, man.
Yeah, that was a huge gun advantage. And then being Reyna, getting that first pick off is huge for a Reyna.
Definitely.
And now we're going to see BBQ looking to smoke more towards mid yet again. We're seeing very basic setup smokes here. And they're going to go ahead and trade smokes there again. And they might be looking to get some mid pressure here. They only have Reyna, none other than only has Reyna mid to kind of keep that pressure. And she's going to get spotted out by the drone, and Ka and Buddha's going to be able to clean that up. Very well played. Sova keeping open comms with the Reyna so they can get that mid control.
No more.
And now Obvious kind of pushing on the site, and they're getting these kills. They did lose one, but they got two in exchange. Duki able to help clean it up just a little bit. BBQ doing a good amount of damage to Beans, but nowhere near enough to kill him. BBQ almost turned it around on Frog, but Frog just had too big of a peak advantage there. Daduki wanting to hold site, wishing they would just peek his drone so then he could at least know where they were, but they just immediately rotate to A, and Daduki's about to find out right now.
Planted. Down here.
He just pinged the Spectre. He might go and pick it up.
Oh, he already has one.
He's getting the Vandal. Now this is looking more like something that you can come back from. However, the smarter play might just be to go back and save rather than having your economy get damaged. You can see them planning out how to go peek out heaven. Daduki still not quite there. You see the turret get disabled. I'm surprised he didn't recall it immediately because it'd probably be up by the time he gets over here. He knows what Frog is. Frog just peeks and has the better reaction time than Daduki.
Good round there from Obvious. As we saw in the last map, pistol rounds weren't really their expertise. They lost the first round, which, when you lose pistol round, the other team like has to buy Spectres, because if you don't buy Spectres, you're basically giving up the round or giving a chance to lose the round, because the other team has no choice but to buy pistols again. And that's why they lost the first two rounds, but as we're seeing, they're just winning these buy rounds here.
Yeah, and especially with that play with that base control is huge, able to split their team. And they push through. Maru's going to get some Baki kills. 3 Baki kills for Maru, as none other than just tried to push out and just win via brute force. It's just Killjoy now all alone yet again. He's going to look for some picks on B, but Cypher waiting there for him. Daduki does have the...
Ooh, he gets 2.
He actually pops off with the judge. They're just going to go ahead and plant A because they know he's on B.
Planted.
He's going to try to peek these long angles. Daduki just trying to play it slow. Seems like he just wants to get some picks off.
Looks like he just wants to save the Vandal. They have no money the next round because of that, yeah.
He's checking all of the angles. He does know that one of them has a Bucky, but they could have picked up a Vandal or such. He knows Maru's stuck there. Maru able to get out with a clean blast hack around the corner. Definitely knows how to use that momentum. He has no time to defuse. I don't know why he's taking such an aggressive angle. Maybe trying to catch somebody run away. Beans is just going to go ahead and sit there and camp and just wait. And they're just going to watch all of their angles, all the entrances on the A site. Oh, Daduki getting a clean headshot there. Maru almost getting the kill. might lose some eco here for no reason. Daduki able to save that Vandal after cleaning up 3 of them.
Yeah, as I said before, their econ isn't it's actually not looking that bad. Still able to get full buy, but and you see the Odin come out from Taka here as he's on the Sova, and as you said before, what do Sovas love to do? Wallbang, especially on this map where the walls are so thin and recon
Take flight.
what's it called?
The dart?
Yeah, the recon dart really good intel because of these open spaces.
Oh my gosh, and they start going for the wall bang and they have to back up. Buddha having barely any health left from that AKAT doing massive damage. Though we'll see them now switching over as they now know that Odin is on that site, and the Odin is less advantageous once you know it's there. But none other than getting 2 clean picks off, and Reyna still at 1 tap levels of health, needs to get a kill and heal up. We see that Tripwire getting killed. Russia now knows of his presence there. Going to camp that, see if he comes through. Beautiful wall off. Immediately destroying that eye. Beautiful play. They had somebody watching their corner. Cypher's now also at 1 health. They now know that nobody's on site. They have that free sight. Setting up their cameras. Reyna needs to get a heal off. Cypher can't really do much. They still have 2 information-based characters, so they could get good info out of this and play around that. Oh, but the Killjoy ult is coming out, which does force them to play in certain areas. Oh, Reyna really hoping to get a pick here before the Killjoy ult goes off. They know they have somebody detained and they immediately get them out. They know for a fact that Cypher and Sova are both back towards spawn. Oh, but they have Sova ult. And he gets the kill, and then he gets the double. They lined up for him. Insane ult by Frog player.
Also, well played by Russia there, holding Wines. Also with low health, nothing he could have done there, but with Frog player able to bait him out with ult. So Daduki rushes him, and Russia just has his back there, able to get that pick and finish off the round.
Yeah, and actually good on Buddha. He did end up going down to the Killjoy. Was really hoping for that pick there, but instead just ended up stalling them because they did have to go and find him. It didn't take them too long, but I mean, any second is another second for the spike to go down. And so here we see them now pushing on to A, not quite wanting to go B. The Killjoy has been setting up on B every single round so far. Very close game so far too. Not so much a stomp like we were seeing last game. Russia kind of just camping these angles. They're waiting for the smoke to dissipate. None other than not really sure where they're coming from. And then the satchel play with the ult from Maru, getting a clean kill on Bechamel. They're going to have to go and try to close that door. They're just spraying it down, making sure nobody can get past that. And now they have that set up. They're getting the plant off. They have sight held down. They're now just watching their angles.
Lining up for him.
Maru getting the double pick on Nuna and AK-18. BBQ failing that pick. Probably would have gotten traded out by Buddha. And then Killjoy not paying attention behind him. Ends up getting caught off guard by Buddha.
Really huge play from Maru there. Able to get that double satchel into sight with the ult and able to take out the jet. He also sends a nade into heaven, so he gets heaven controlled. The Sova and the Reyna just
Obvious is really showing why this is their map pick, especially with that Reyna Blast Pack play. Hopefully we'll get to see even crazier ones later on.
For sure.
But for now, it seems like they're going to go ahead and do a split. Maybe try to make some noise on A while Cypher watches their flank. And then they're going to go ahead and... Oh, I like how Reyna's using her blind there just purely for information. They now know that some people are at B as that blind got shot out. Maru just kind of blast packing out there just so he doesn't get caught out, though he's now kind of trapped in that corner with only a blast pack that's his way out. Bechamel able to get some damage off without taking any himself. Nuna going to lose to Buddha though here. Maru kind of still just looking for picks mid. They're not quite sure where to take it from here. They got a pick. They have the numbers advantage. And they seem to just be looking for more. Frog, you're getting peeked at by 2 people. You will get Bechamel. But BBQ is going to go ahead and trade out for Frog. leaving it in a 3v4 situation. Ray's super low on health. Omen at like half health. Not very good. Oh, BBQ just shooting through, almost getting somebody, but they didn't push through quite yet. Now they're going through. They're getting on the site. Will they see BBQ here? Oh, he can barely see the Omen, but he's not going to try to push any further, knowing that they have that numbers advantage. Sova sending out his drone, hoping to at least scout out hell here. He does. And then they get the dart off, and they're able to just clean out Maru. It is now a 3v3. Make that a 2v3. Daduki comes in, getting the pick off on Cypher in the back. They no longer have to worry about those Cypher trips. They set up that turret just in time. Good Omen smoke by Beans. However, he's just unable to win with less health than Daduki, and none other than is going to clean out this round.
Yeah. Good retake there from none other than there. Able to really start out with AKAT where he just darts, he recon darts the Rays, able to get that pick, leaving them, and then someone gets another pick, I believe, and it's all of a sudden it's a 2v4 or 2v3.
Yeah, it was a 2v3. Daduki was just unable to, oh, I'm sorry, Daduki got the pick off on Russia because Russia was just unable to hold his angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal retake there. Obvious though, they had the struggle at the start there. They didn't quite know where to go, but they were getting those picks. So we see them playing more towards a gun-focused style of gameplay. Let's see how this turns out this round. They are going to do the classic smokes they've been doing every other round. Maru's going to just be peeking mid. He's just going to be looking for a little bit of damage here, along with Buddha. They're kind of watching each other's back. Sending in the drone. They now know that BBQ's there. They're going to spray a little bit. Not going to get any damage off. BBQ's going to smoke. Oh, and Nuna gets the pick off on Buddha with the Guardian headshot. Ooh, that is a huge pick. None other than pushing up just a little bit. They're trying to clear these angles as fast and as best as they can. But losing their Reyna is going to be huge. They're kind of scared to peek mid. They got the Sova drone going out, trying to find somebody. They're going to smoke very far back. Oh, and then the Sova ult coming out, doing some massive damage. Not getting any kills, though. Maru does get the kill on BBQ, which is their smoker. All of Obvious, super low on health right now. They need to watch out and get those one-taps. Beans just unable to put his crosshair on Bechamel's head. Bechamel able to just get a body shot on the one shot. And actually going for some Odin play here. He doesn't necessarily want to lose that Odin, so it might be better if they say, ooh, he's doing jump peeks, trying to see if he can catch to see if somebody's there. Bechamel's just not peeking in time. He's getting wallbanged a little bit, taking massive amounts of damage now as he tried to go over. Now only at 51 health. Maru getting caught out by Daduki.
10 seconds
and
left.
now they're looking to push him and take out that Odin because they do not want him to have that and maybe pick up some guns for themselves. They're now hoping to just wallbang him, but he is set up far back, and he will be keeping that Odin.
Yeah. Good run there from... Really good around, actually, from none other than able to tie it back up to 4-4, keeping their mentality. They're also, if Obvious loses this round, they're gonna be pretty broken next round too. So, whoever gets this round is kind of like a coin toss, but Obvious really needs this one.
Yeah, Obvious is completely broke right now. They were able to pull by, but they won't be able to next round, while none other than is sitting pretty comfy with a good amount of cash here. Bechamel getting caught out by the recon dart multiple times, and they know that he dashed over, and Frog is just looking for some form of wallbang here. Not going to really get any. Does just a smidge of damage to Bechamel, but nothing that you really need to worry about here. Now, interesting thing here is that neither side has healers, so all damage here is permanent, and people can take comfort in knowing that, and that makes these Odins even more deadly. And so, Obvious kind of just sticking together, trying to get that wallbang damage off, trying to see if they can get a pick off. Buddha able to get Barbecue. BBQ was pushing up pretty far there, had nobody to back him up, and had to pay the price for it. And now they're getting mid control pretty well. They now own Courtyard, pushing up. Raze knows exactly where to E, but kind of fails. It blast packs in there, misses all of his shots, and just kind of sets up shop there. Russia able to get the kill on Dazuki, and Buddha picking up a 3K so far. They now know A site is clear because they just saw the Jet on B, so they're making a rush towards A, and they're just trying to hold Jet back there for as long as possible. And then Buddha picks up the 4K with the long snipe headshot.
Yeah, Buddha's an insane player. I'm pretty sure he's the top fragger. Oh, he's not the top fragger now, but he was the top fragger last match, if I recall correctly. And he is definitely a fragger. As we can see, he's picked Reyna both times, and he's definitely playing her very well.
Yeah, Maru, Buddha, and Frog definitely always having each other's backs, which is something that makes them really strong and that you need to watch out for.
Definitely.
Snuff them out.
Frog does still have his Odin. And now we're seeing all pistols coming out from none other than, well, mostly just pistols. 3 Sheriffs, a Classic, and then 1 Phantom. That's an interesting buy to just have only 1 Phantom. Nuna looking to play more mid because they recognize that their Sentinel might have it covered. However, they are up against full ARs. They do need to hope for something here. Sova might get caught out. However, they can't see him. He's just having mid-control. Maru, not too bad of a blast pack play, able to get on site past the nano swarms. He's now set up in an unexpected spot. Ooh, they just heard that door go down. They now know that Jet is up there, or they don't know that it is Jet. Taduki getting the pick off on Beans. Maru able to get that pick off on mid, needs to reload. Oh, see, Sova gets the pick. Nuna also picking, and Maru getting the double kill while Solo was behind to secure it, even if he didn't get it.
Really clean run from them. They took advantage of the fact that there's only a killjoy on that B site. Got her down to 3 health, forced her to stay back. And then they take the site, and then they just have that clean retake there.
It seems like none other than is going to be able to buy this round, though, so maybe they can start their comeback here. However, Obvious is sitting pretty cushy with their econ. They shouldn't be too worried if they lose this. However, there is only 2 rounds left, so we'll see if none other than can tie it up. And is Maru going for a blast pack play? We might actually see an insane blast pack play. This is the setup for it. He has nobody else watching site for him. Oh, I'm sorry, watching entrance here. Alright. He sees nobody's peeking. He's kind of scared. Sends in his boombot to confirm it. Sova drone doesn't get the dart off. Bechamel getting picked off by Buddha. Nuna also able to kill.
Oh, he falls off.
Maru fails the blast pack. He fell off.
He still has 1 second.
Unfortunate for Maru. Really wanting to set up a play, especially since it's one of those plays that you can only make on offense.
Yeah.
But we'll see how they play through this. Ooh, the dart not going to spot out Maru, and actually doesn't at all spot out Maru. So they can play with this to their advantage. Maru does have ult and does have 1 blast pack left. Could save it for next round, but it is a 3v3 situation. Omen making sure to keep that smoked out to try to deter any form of aggression. Frog here still holding on to the Odin. They're going to just go ahead and make a full rotate to B. Left. Maru seeing if he can get a pick off mid. He does spot the Dookie there. So he does know that the Killjoy is playing mid. However, they still don't know where Sova or Omen is. So they're going to have to play this pretty carefully, though the same thing can be said for none other than they also do not know where the Omen or the Sova is. Oh, and they're going to have to make a play here. They just do not have enough time. Maru unable to get the kill on Daduki. Daduki lives to see another day despite him using his ult. But now, at least it is a 2v2. BBQ did hear the Odin coming in from spawn. He is going to be checking there. He hears the reload. Gets the reload off. Frog just sprays and beats them.
And with the Odin. Good play from Frog player.
Round in the half.
There's actually also a nice TP there from Beans. TP's TP so he gets minimal damage from the KJ mollies. Able to get the plant down and then crouch peeks from the other side to get the Dookie because he knows the Dookie's crosshair placement is just insane.
Yeah, very true. That crouch definitely threw Daduki for a leap, unable to just get that 1-tap headshot. And now they can now say that they're going in, no longer going to be tied. They now have that guaranteed one-round advantage going into the next half, and Maru getting a quick kill off on Bechamel here. Whole team gets blinded, but they don't care. They're just charging on the site. They say, we want this site, so we're going to have it. Oh, the Odin just kind of spraying and praying, hoping something can go down. AKAT able to take down that door. Buddha taking an aggressive peek, and then it's succeeding, but BBQ was there to take the trade. Frog getting the kill off on Nuno with his ult, and then he also gets the kill on BBQ with his ult. It's now just KG left, and Killjoy doesn't have enough health to really do much of anything, but we saw Taduki do this before from the start, and he doesn't relive the pass.
Yeah, not much he could do there. 1v3 situation, and it sounded only Beans was rushing him. Not Beans. Yeah, only Beans was rushing him, but it sounded like a way more. He could hear the Odin spray. That's actually just intimidating.
And now Obvious is circling around the Valorant dab Penguin, hoping that they can pull something through here on defense. They are in the lead. 8-4 is a decently comfy lead. However, nothing to sleep on. So
this is very interesting indeed.
Right here.
And they break away.
They finally break away to go set up. Looks like it's going to be a full rush. No, some are going to be splitting off into Cat unless they're looking to just peek mid.
Oh, this is a nice
We see a couple sheriffs coming out on the team of Obvious, but none coming out on the team of none other than.
Yeah.
So seeming like a pretty slow round here, none other than just trying to clear corners, just make sure it's just pistol round. So they don't want to play too aggressively. Oh, and Bechamel's going to take the first shot here. Oh, Buddha's going to back away as best as he can as he is missing out. Oh, Cypher's going to get a pick off before he goes down. And then the nades do get the kill on Bechamel. Bechamel just did not back up far enough. Beans coming in here, trying to maybe get a flank off, looking for a better gun. Can't quite find one. Only has a classic to work with. Going to just start knifing away at that door. Doesn't know if somebody's there or not. That smoke actually helps him out. Gets the kill on Link. They're both there. They now know where the entire enemy team is, and Beans is going to clean them up as they were too focused with Maru over in heaven.
Yeah,
and
he only needed a classic that run.
Yeah, he didn't need to find a better gun. He just needed that classic.
cover going out.
And solid round from there, from Obvious here. As we seen before, they're usually not too solid on these pistol rounds, but they were able to pick this up, and hopefully, or most likely, they're probably going to pick up this round as well, as they're all getting Spectres. But we see
none other than going for a full buy here with all Spectres and all light armor.
They're really going risk over reward here.
Yeah, and 4 of them are now at 0, while 1 of them has 400. None other than really looking to turn this around, trying and hoping to just snowball this into a win. And we see the Silver behind.
The angles.
They didn't clear all of their angles despite wanting that gun advantage, so they are going to get taken out by Frog. AKAT will end up taking out Frog, though. And now, none other than is really, they don't know what to do. 2 of them are super low on health. Reyna needs to try to find a kill and get the heal off. And Omen's just kind of stuck at 22 health. He's just going to have to sit back and try to hope that he can just pump out smokes for his team. Now, Obvious does have more of an A presence here, so it wouldn't be an entirely bad idea to again try to go for B. However, of course, they don't know that. And AKAT, by himself, with the spike, maybe they're trying to create some noise over on the B side and force a rotate so AKAT can get a free plant off. However, Cypher is leaving that cam on A, so they do have some sort of presence on A. And they're going to slowly make their way across Cat for free. There are no trips there, so they won't get spotted for quite a while. Cypher might be able to get the spot off, and that's the recon arrow. That means everybody is going to just start charging towards A. They now know immediately where everybody is. They just got on the site. They did a fake plant, and now they're doing the plant for real. They have the door closed down. Beautiful one-ways by Cypher and beautiful traps. He's going to be able to take advantage of that and take out Nuno with those traps. And then obviously coming in with a flank. BBQ able to get the 2 kills. 1v1. He's one shot though, and Russia is just able to clean it up too well. And Obvious able to take that round.
Yeah. And it is now 10-4 at the half. what's it called? Not only then, really risked it all last round and it didn't pay off. So now they have to go. They have to go another eco, and won't be able. I don't think even if they won't. They probably won't even be able to full buy next round.
They're buying 4 frenzies, a sheriff, and everybody has light armor. And yeah, I think that just all happened because they failed to check the corner. They were doing so well until Frog was able to mow 2 of them down.
Yeah. Well played from Frog though. Usually people, usually people check that corner, but
He made a gamble and it paid off. And now we'll see none other than going for a full cat push here. And they send out that recon dart. Does get immediately shot, so they're not going to get too much information there. They do know that it's being cut. Oh, and they just were unable to shoot that. And that's an interesting one-way by Cypher. And then they start getting mowed down by Frog with the Ares. Unfortunate. Not much they could do here as they all just had frenzies.
and Frog player with the 4K, absolutely insane. Just mows them all down. Really good setup from Cypher though with the trips, and the one way wasn't too great to be honest, but the trips are really essential, and they just Obvious just did not let them get onto site there.
Yeah, Russia clearly knows what he's doing on the Cypher. Has played it quite a bit, and you can see why they picked this map. And it was just unfortunate that none other than had to really just lose their own map. Because now they're on Obvious's turf, and it's very clear Obvious knows exactly what they're doing. We're going to see BBQ go for a teleport play to get that height advantage, just checking mid, making sure that nobody is peeking from there. None other than really likes to play around mid. However, no sights are on mid, so that is unfortunate that they can't take advantage of that. They're just going to be playing back at spawn here, very passive, trying to just figure out what to do, how to break through this defense here. And Obvious, if they get this win, then they have that guarantee of overtime and that threat of match point, which would just be a huge blow to none other than. So Omen going to go ahead and smoke out mid. Reyna looking to get that push through. Not quite, just kind of checking the angles. Very slow and methodical play coming out. And then Jack gets trapped by the trip, but nobody's there to punish them for it. BBQ just kind of spraying frantically to hope to destroy the trip. And, oh, the spike being delayed. BBQ being 1 health. And then he gets shot. Dead by Frog. Frog has been naming these ults all game. Now Nuna getting a pickup on Beans, and then Suki getting a pickup on Rushy. Oh my gosh, Sova doing what Sova does best, wall banging everybody. He's just going to go and try to stick it. Maru doing a beautiful job of keeping them back, and then just blast packing just to make sure nobody's there.
He denies it.
The Dookie. Oh, he doesn't have the angle. He doesn't have the angle. Maru's going for it. And the Dookie just did not push out and was unable to do anything about it. And then falls to Maru. Unfortunate play there.
That is match point for them.
Beautiful play by Frog and Maru. Frog getting it to the half and then recognizing that Reyna's going to charge out after that. And then they have the double peek on it. But then he does die to the Killjoy. But it was already halfway, so Maru was not afraid at all to stick it for the rest of the way. Especially with such a lead, you can take those kinds of risks.
Especially, and with the distance that KJ was, there was really nothing she could do. Even if she rushed it, he would have still got the defuse out.
Yeah, all she had to do was commit from the start, but that's hindsight, and we don't have that until after it's already happened. This time, somebody was actually there to punish Bechamel just rushing on the side. Buddha getting beat, but then AKAT falling to Russia. Russia just honestly punishing all this aggression, showing why you shouldn't just... Oh, but Russia gets hit by the Killjoy. Oh, will that just be the confidence for none other than to push on, and it's not looking so good for none other than... We did see the Dookie clean it up before, but this is match point in a 4v1. Hopefully he can pull something through. Oh, they figured out where he was. He missed the shot off on B. They're just kind of trolling him.
He gets 2.
But will they regret trying to troll him? It is now a 2v1. Dookie getting the kill on Russia. It's a lot of people. The Dookie does it. They regret trolling him. It is now 5-12. They can now pull it through. They have another shot at this.
I don't know if they regret trolling. Frog player was kind of just like dancing around with his knife. But still, though. Really nice clutch there from BT, and they really needed that round.
And it seems like they are going to get mostly a half buy here, as they are Guardians, Bulldogs, and Judges. Really strange combination here, but maybe they can pull something through with it. They are up against full AR still.
Yeah.
Interesting Killjoy turret. They're going to use it more defensively to watch those angles, making sure they don't get flanked. Oh, and this time we see, ooh, had to die to the Killjoy bot. Unfortunate for Bechamel, just getting punished every time he tries to be aggressive. Currently, none other than Reyna, low on health, needs to find a kill and get that heal, aka T. Just trying to stall them out, make them think that they're still pushing, but Maru showing that he's aggressive, getting up in there, checking those angles for his team. They're looking for some peeks mid. Not really finding anything. Nobody's really wanting to watch there. They're playing more defensively. Obvious knows this map very well. They know where you are. They know where you're going to go. And the Cypher control is just so good on A that they don't really have to worry about it. They can have these late rotates. And then Cypher's going to go ahead and actually dart one of them. And Buddha's going to take advantage of that. He didn't take the dart off and got punished by Russia. Russia then helping out his teammate there. And now it's just the Killjoy all alone in the exact same position as before.
30 seconds left.
Rushing out with their knives. They're hoping to just 5-man him. And they're getting the knife kill. But Beans takes it with the classic. And that is game. Obvious takes it all.
What a matchup from Obvious there. Really well played from them, honestly. Their defense, especially with the Cypher setups, really insane from them.
Yeah, the Cypher was played beautifully, and especially on this last round, the Sova arrows were honestly phenomenal from Frog, and Frog was playing exactly like a Sova should, wall banging to get some damage off. They didn't have healers, so he could afford to do that strategy a lot more than usual. Any damage that he did happen to put on them was permanent, so then they could afford to miss headshots and instead just get those quick body shots. And then Maru having good blast packs, good grenade setups there, was able to just secure sites. And not to mention, Beans and Barbecue both had phenomenal smokes on their end.
Definitely.
And it was unfortunate to see Bechamel, normally the top fragger, normally hitting his shots and being very good. Unfortunate to see him bottom fragging. He was the entry fragger, unfortunately. So every time he was running into those Sova traps, he was running into the Cypher traps and the Sova arrows and would just get punished for being so aggressive and just ended up never adapting to it.
Yeah.
But really phenomenal matches here today. We appreciate everybody coming out to watch the Ice and Flames tournament. And we hope to see you guys next time. This is Recruit with Victor signing out.
Good night, everybody.